He is thoughtful, introspective, very smart, very analytic. Why is there such a difference with when you speak to Pop away from the camera and then when he's on the camera?
You know, he's old school, and I think he absolutely, positively detests these coaches being mic'd up. I think it is a very simple answer. I just think he thinks this is the most ridiculous thing that the league has ever done. And in every coaches meeting, every summer, at the end of every season, he is the first one to stand up and complain vehemently about these coaches being mic'd. I think he just feels there's got to be some kind of sanctuary where in the laboratory, which is his sideline, in his practice, in his locker room, where there is no outside influence, he constantly turns off the microphone. I think it is his way, to be quite honest, in the wake of Craig Sager no longer being on our sideline and unfortunately with us. I think it's his way. He made the Sager thing fun and enjoyable, and we all got it. And now I think he has so much hatred for the fact that he's got to do this, as a lot of coaches do. They're not at their best. Their mind is someplace else. Rarely do you get any kind of introspective, any kind of depth, any kind of real meat to chew on when they deliver the answer. And I have not worked with a single sideline reporter at CBS or at Turner that has not brought this up and said, "I'm scared to death to ask him a question. What should I ask?" and it almost serves as this gigantic cloud over every broadcast. What is Popovich going to do? How is he going to treat us? Can we even use it because of his answer? And you know what? I get it. There's a lot of things I don't want the public in my life about, and I'm sure yours. And I think that it's a public game, and I get that. And I don't know that the fan is getting that much out of these sideline interviews, to be quite honest. And so I just think he's old school. He just is, and this is his way. I guess he's never told me this. This is his way of saying, you know what? I'm just not going to give you much. There's not much to say. The questions you ask are never going to be really where I'm thinking. I'm in the middle of trying to re-engineer my team and get them pointed with that compass in a new direction, or continue on the same way. The last thing that they're even thinking about is to have a coherent answer, and they all look really uncomfortable. And to be quite honest, I think they look bad. I don't think it enhances the broadcast.
Kevin Harlan joining us here.
I hope I have my job tomorrow, DA.
I don't want to press you anymore. I tend to agree with you, Kevin. I don't want to press you anymore, though, because I know that you respect all the sideline anchors that you work with.
I do. It's nothing about them. They're doing their job, and they're asking the right question because those questions are asked in the follow-up press conferences. But during a game when you've got 30 seconds to shove it in, the coach doesn't look good. And I just think it's a bump in the road that can be avoided, and I think there's a better way to go about it. I'm not sure what it is, but I think there's some smart minds in all areas of broadcasting in the league office that can deal with it. But the coaches do not like it. Not one of them. They all detest it. They're just not as cranky as Pop is, and I think he can get away with it with his 5 championships.